Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It's Rock and Roll Stock Country with the weekly comic book roundup, and we're going to kick things off with the two War of the Realms tie-ins for the week. First off, we've got Journey into Mystery number 2, which was slightly delayed, but is now out. So where we left off, our team of heroes, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Deathlocket, Wonder Man, Sebastian Druid, Balder, and Thor's dog, Thori, were trying to do what they could to keep Lausa, the infant daughter of Odin and Freya, safe. However, it turns out that Ares, the Greek god of war, was hot on their trail. So we open up during the assault on New York, and it turns out that Ares, not Odin, Ares had gotten involved with some of the other heroes and fought various parts of the of Malekith's army. Well, he was faced with the Queen of Cinders, who realized what it was he was doing. He wanted to die in battle so that he could be reunited with his son, Phobos. And she explains to him that she will happily grant him his wish. But he has to get her something first. Lausa. Fast forward to now in the Winnebago with our heroes in it. And they're trying to figure out what to do. They can't just keep driving around forever. So they pulled into a place called Bidawee RV Campground, and it turns out that Lausa needs her diaper changed. And apparently, Asgardian babies have really stinky shits. Anyway, they're approached by an older couple living at the RV camp. And Hawkeye explains that they're a mission group from the First Church of Freya, offering aid to the poor victims of this awful War of the Realms. And so Druid takes care of the diaper. Druid and Deathlocket take care of the diaper. It helps that Deathlocket has extendable arms a la Machine Man. And meanwhile, Ares basically destroys his truck stop with his 18-wheeler, and he asks what the hell he's hauling. He's like, yeah, exactly. Back to our heroes, however. They're singing, hanging out by a fire, having s'mores, and then it turns out all the residents there are Skrulls. So, and also it turns out that in his coat, Sebastian Druid is hiding a bow. The bow of Shiva, to be exact, which forms its own mystical arrows. So everything calms down a bit, and they figure, well, these Skrulls must have been here since the Secret Invasion, which they explain that they want to know part of Queen Varank's invasion plan. And the first chance they had, they hit out, hoping to ride out the war. And they realized that they loved living there. They still do. But once they see Lausa, they're just like, oh, such an adorable baby. That Lops's eyes are glowing. Which is usually not a good sign, regardless of age. Moving on to Agents of Atlas #1. So, first off, backstory, history of the Agents of Atlas. Atlas Comics was a thing long, long ago, and they had some. They got picked up by Marvel. They got incorporated into Marvel, and so we had Agents of Atlas. Generally, would have Jimmy Woo and various other characters. This lineup is going to consist of Jimmy Woo, Silk, Shang-Chi, the Amadeus Cho Hulk, new characters Wave, Arrow, White Fox, Crescent, Io, and Luna Snow. I think that's everybody. So we open up with Wave and Arrow in the Pacific, but they're both kind of out of where they're supposed, not where they're supposed to be. And an island forms right underneath them, and they're faced with apparently a fire demon. Meanwhile, back in Mumbai, Silk, Kamala Khan, Brawn, and Shang-Chi. Kamala Khan and Brawn of the champions. Silk and Shang-Chi are working with the Pan Asian School for the Unusually Gifted, kind of, a worship on teamwork. But they're not they're not all necessarily on the same pages. Example, Kamala is still displeased with the fact that Braun didn't tell her about what happened. What happened with Miles and Mephisto, and saving her in Vision. But then they're informed of what's going on in New York, and they find that it's happening everywhere. So, off they go. And it's decided that Braun will work with the Agents of Atlas, while Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, goes to lead the Champions, as we saw last week in Champions. Cut to Seoul, where the fire demons of the Queen of Cinders have arrived to turn everything into, well, to claim the place in her name. Various Korean heroes arrive, as do the Agents of Atlas. However, during their descent, Jimmy Woo gets knocked out, and Braun is now in charge, which is something he definitely does not wish to be, as the last time he led a team, he almost took over the world, or tried to at least. And sadly, not everyone's forgiving. And apparently, the team worked together to help the demons win. Back in the Pacific, Arrow and Wave are faced with two more fire demons who are promptly killed by Tutu Pele, daughter of the sky, creator of the sacred land, and the only goddess of fire that this planet needs. And so the issue ends. looks like a handful of these characters. First, yeah, it's also basically utilizing characters from Marvel's Future Fight game into the Marvel Universe. Much like was done with the Sharon Carter Captain America in Exiles earlier this year, which that was actually really badass, and it was going to end up as an episode of Disney Plus's What If series. So, cool. All right, that's it for this week's War of the Realms stuff. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon are in the description box down below. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I put new content, and as always, live long and rock hard.